Let us know now. Do we have audio? Are we back in the building? Can you hear us okay?
Let us know, let us know, let us know.
Can you see us? Okay, so Erin just jumped and said, can't hear anything.
No sound.
Still no sound?
Can hear. Perfect, can hear.
Okay.
Thank you, Saf. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
We had people in here like the last 24 hours. And things have been messed around and fiddled with. And yes.
A full-on barbecue.
Yes.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Here we go.
You're not wrong. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it, sir. I will take it.
Boy. Okay.
Yes.
Sora. Good evening, everybody. Come into the chat. Share this as well. Please like the video. It truly does make a difference in pushing it out to more people as well. I thought we should start off with a little week's recap because Love Island has decided that they are going to give us a week's recap on Sundays. Hopefully that continues. And if it does, Sundays, we can just go over the week and then go into the new Sunday episode. Yeah? Okay. All right. Let's do that. Good evening, people. Okay. Hopefully.
The first week of Love Island Series 12, don't worry, we've got you. Here is your weekly recap. Now, the initial coupling went a bit different this year, with the girls having to choose a boy before even seeing them. That's right, the girls had to use dating profiles, basing their decision on just the boy's name, age, job, and a little quote about them. I think it's safe to say some of the girls weren't too impressed with what they were seeing.
Helena, you said you don't like rugby boys.
I don't. A rugby boy.
You can tell someone's a rugby boy before you can speak to them.
The girls made their decisions, and apart from Sophie and Helena, who both wanted a bit of Harry, they actually all picked different boys. What are the chances? Then the boys arrived and couples began forming. But while some girls were happy, others didn't quite hit it off straight away.
Is he your type now you've seen him?
50-50.
Now this series has promised twists and turns around every corner, and night one was no exception, with our first bombshell Toni sending shockwaves through the villa. A bombshell straight from the USA, Toni had a big decision to make as soon as she arrived.
No lie.
You're going to have to steal a boy of your choice.
Ben.
This decision left Shakira single, meaning she had just 24 hours to find a connection to avoid being dumped. She got her grafting boots on and got to work, pulling all the boys for chats. There is no denying that out of all the chats, there was special chemistry between her and Harry.
Yeah, like I want to rip the teal off.
Yeah.
I want to pull it off my teeth, but you know, that's where we're at.
Hansa, you little minx.
Then the moment came, the first dumping of the series, and it was time to see if Shakira had done enough. Not one, not two, but 3 boys standing up for her. Now that is impressive. Shakira was safe, but now Alima, Helena, and Sophie were the ones at risk, and even Shakira didn't know what she wanted to do.
The person I would pick is coupled up with someone who I'm friends with. Yeah. It's Love Island, so you have to go with who you have the best connection with, basically. And try not to let the other parts get in the way of that.
Shakira made her decision choosing Harry, leaving Sophie single and therefore dumped from the island. This night didn't just mark the end of Sophie's Love Island journey, but also Ben and Toni's time cracking on with each other, which all started after a miscommunication.
Yeah, you're giving me the ick.
You're giving me the ick.
Oh, good. I know when I go with someone.
I don't think anyone likes Toni.
I feel it straight away.
I mean, I don't think that technique is going to work for you here.
Good chat.
The greatest.
It was time for 2 more bombshells as Remell and Shay entered the villa, and let's just say, the rest of the boys were nervous as they watched from the terrace.
You've got the calmest man in the world. He's on the right.
And what better way to welcome the 2 new boys than a good old game of dares? We had some saucy snogs, some arguably too honest truths.
The most people I slept with in a night is 5.
And a lap dance from Harry that caused absolute chaos. Now, luckily, Shakira didn't hear the hideaway bit, but she was told about Harry's hand placement following the lap dance and called him out on it.
The girls said that you was giving it a bit of leg action at the same time.
No, I did. I touched her leg after I did the lap dance on her.
That's not what I've been told.
Well, that's what I thought.
A bit mad, Harry.
You're not happy?
No.
Shakira quickly went from seeing red to seeing blue, as a trip to the hideaway for a chat ended in a steamy kiss between the 2 of them. It wasn't long before news made it around the villa about the kiss, but all still seemed well between Harry and Shakira. That was until...
this was crazy work. Look, they're literally hugging.
I think this is a good idea, though.
Well, come in here.
Shakira and Harry decided to call it quits after his night in the hideaway with Helena. But soon, even bigger news hit the villa. A recoupling was happening and the power was in the girls' hands. The first recoupling of the series left Blue and Shay single and therefore vulnerable. But none of the islanders expected what happened next.
You must now decide who should stay and who should leave the villa tonight.
I ain't fucking leaving.
I ain't either.
After a pretty tense back and forth, Shay and Blue let their fellow islanders decide who was going home. And in the end, it was Blue who was dumped from the island. After a tense first week in the villa, the boys were treated to a boys' night, heading out of the villa and leaving the girls behind. What the boys didn't know was that the girls would be watching and listening to everything, with some of the chat leaving the girls less than impressed.
So she's had a threesome. I don't think that really worries me, because like I can guarantee I've done worse, sort of thing. But I think it did surprise me a little bit. It's not like I wanted to take a step back or anything. It was just more like, okay, I need to learn more just to figure out what she's gonna really be like.
Fuck me, airing my dirty laundry, is he?
And if it wasn't awkward enough, the three new bombshells, Emily, Malisha and Yasmin, crashed the boys' night, and they did not hang around making their moves and giving their opinions.
I'm talking to Toni. She's American. Obviously that's a bit of a thing, but she said she was gonna, she'd be happy to come.
Bullshit.
Toni! And this is where we're up to. Connor, Harry and Dejon are off some one-on-one time with the new girls. The boys are excited, the girls are angry, and all of us watching can't get enough. And that's everything that went down on week 1.
There we go. So that was week 1. And obviously we didn't do Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Basically, we missed out on Blue getting dashed out. No surprises there. Good riddance to him. It's not that Shea Butter is any better, but yeah, there we go. Not gonna miss Blue. And then we have the 3 new bombshells coming in and the dates. Mm-hmm. And the girls watching the guys sitting down, chatting about them. I do think Harry was bang out of order for telling all of the guys that Helena had a threesome before.
Oh, I missed that part. Sorry. Okay. Yes,
all right. That's
yeah,
what Harry said.
No. Yeah.
That was unnecessary,
that is unnecessary
news.
But here's the thing. It's very clear that Harry is the type of guy that will date a girl and literally send her mad.
Yes, yeah.
Literally send her mad. A
stupid girl.
Yeah, but there's enough stupid girls out there.
Okay, fair.
When they talk about gaslighting and narcissism and whatnot have you, actually Harry is that guy. He is that guy. He will make you think you're mad. You will see him lips in a chick, and then he'll be like, "But it's all about you, babes, and your red lippy. What are you getting upset for?" Yeah.
Oh god.
He's a waste man.
Will Smith says yes. Week 1, as in week. It was a week. That was even going over the 2 episodes that we missed. I was like, nothing didn't really happen in these episodes. We didn't actually miss too much.
But quickly, sorry, going back to Harry and Helena though.
Yeah.
This is also it's one thing meeting a guy outside of an environment like Love Island and divulging that type of information that early on. But it's another thing to go on national TV, meet someone that you don't know who has already showed you that they are unsavory, and then divulge that type of information. So also,
that's what I'm saying. Helena is simple.
Yeah.
She is a simpleton. And I think throughout today's episode, she showed us that more about her as well. She isn't the sharpest tool in the box. No. And Harry doesn't even have to try with her at all. So in one sense, I am is it wrong that he basically has put her in, as somebody called her a slag? Yeah. Well, yeah, he basically called her a slag. Yeah, Erin, he did. Yeah. It is okay, so you have this wild behavior, but is that what you're leading with?
Oh wow, Erin's bird brain Helena.
She is, man. She is.
No, to be fair, you know what? Maybe Helena and Remell should couple up. I'm not trying to shame anybody for their thingy, well,
their simplicity
and their sexual behavior, but maybe they would be more matched. But you see how that thing is never going to leave Remell, you know.
No.
Again, it's like
Remell's so
you're coming onto TV, and like you thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell everybody that I slept with 5 women in one night, and that's good.
Not that we saw them at all throughout this whole episode, but I don't think that what's her name, Alima, is necessarily is going to leave Remell because of that.
Yeah, I don't think she's not. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jordan said that Helena said it in front of 3 other couples.
Oh, did she? It wasn't just to him.
That changes it, because now it doesn't feel like it's necessarily a really private piece of information.
That is true. Okay. All right, thank you for
Remell just wanted Mandem to think he is he. But are you on Love Island for the Mandem? Are you going there to link Mandem, to impress Mandem?
But that's how he goes on though. Like Remell's, like his posturing, like, you know, that kind of like I'm just a man type of, like, it's all aloof and I'm not going to try too hard. It's just, who is that for? I don't even know if it's for men, but it's not. Yeah. It's not alluring to women. Like, I don't know. He's a weird one.
Says, I would never forgive Black Twitter for forcing producers to hire this gigolo for our sister Alima.
Basically, all right. So we go to today's episode, which, as episodes go so far, this is our best that they've delivered us.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. What are we on? Day 8 or whatever we are. Yeah, I think this was an all right episode. So obviously the girls were watching the guys on the big screen. They're already a little bit pissed at how they were being spoken about. Though nobody said anything crazy other than Harry, really. But then we open up to them. Basically, they've seen the dates and they're all pissed off. Have the girls watch the boys. Shakira told Helena when they kind of have their little side brief, she then says, I didn't want to tell you before because I didn't want to stir the pot, but basically Harry has said he kind of thinks of you like a good time girl, and he has kind of said maybe me and him do have unfinished business, but that's not what it's like on my side. I don't even know if I trust Shakira, to be fair, on this.
I rate her for saying that. And then I feel what was good is that she was then vindicated straight away, because she then watched it on the screen. So
him saying the same thing. No, what I'm saying about I don't know if I trust Shakira, I don't know if Shakira wouldn't double back and go to Harry. I don't know if
I don't think she will now.
No, you think she's a definite...
She's done.
She's out of it. Okay, let's see if Shakira won't. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think Shakira could go back to Harry again if Ben does something? I just feel week 2 or 3, I don't know if she isn't going to be a boomerang and go back to Harry. I kind of think he could twang her again. All right, so the boys come in and the girls are all super vexed and a bit cold shoulder, and they come in and they see the screen and they're like, what's that? And then Meg shouts out to Tommy, what do you think it is, Tommy boy? And they're all a bit pissed off about it. So they tell everybody, like, we've watched you guys have your little guys chat and we watched you go on your dates. I do not remember all of the girls' names. I'm sorry. Do you?
At all. I don't remember any of the girls' names.
Malisha. Yeah. So the bombshells are Malisha is the black girl. One of them that was in the black dress, I think her name was Yasmin. And I'm sorry, the Welsh girl, I do not know what her name is. Please let me know.
I literally just know Alicia's name to be from.
If you guys know in the chat what her name is. So Harry and Yasmin, their date seems to have caused the most drama of all of them. And I don't like Yasmin at all. That's the one that you were talking about. That was like, she wasn't very pretty.
No, like, and then she does that. It might offend people in the chat that might do this, but I don't understand that thing with the eye, where you put the line there.
Oh, what, a wing? Oh, you don't like that?
I just think it's the dumbest thing ever.
I don't think she looks all right.
So dumb.
Oh, okay. So it's Emily, Yasmin, and Malisha. Thank you. Okay. So the Welsh girl is Emily. All right. So Yasmin is the one that is caused the stir when the guys come back in. The girl in the black dress. The girl seemed to be like she was rude. Okay, she was a little bit rude about Toni. Is it Toni?
Yeah.
I can't even remember all of the girls.
Yeah, because that's when he said the comment about long distance, right? And then she said bullshit.
Yeah.
Was she being rude about Toni, or was she being rude about the ideal of keeping a long distance relationship between America and the UK? Which I do think is, I think most long distance relationships are bullshit.
I think you always say that. But I think in this iteration, it's Love Island, you've flown over from the US. Are we truly to believe that this is going to turn into a real relationship, or that you are here for fame? Exactly. It's like it's fair for her to say it. It's not outlandish.
Yeah.
And she didn't need to like be so affronted. I just don't like Toni.
Yeah.
I just don't like Toni. Thinks she is so bolshy and like people are going to be scared of her. And all I keep on thinking is, you got a long ass nose. Like,
that nose is a lot.
She's got a hooter on her.
It is a lot.
So yeah, so the girls were quite frosty to the bombshells, and I didn't like that as a first meeting point. I always
the girls are still kind of quite reasonable.
Yeah, like you can put it to one side because you obviously know nobody knew that they were being filmed, so they're just doing their thing. Everybody does that. Bombshells have to bombshell, but it was the over-regging of the disrespect.
Yeah,
and like they were owed something. I was like, nah, you lot are hyping this. That this doesn't feel genuine. I don't think anything. I don't think they were too out of order. Again, what was that comment that came through?
My thing stuck. There we go. Toni calling Yasmin shorty took me out. I haven't heard that from a white woman ever.
But Toni does kind of come across like, I don't know, she lives in Las Vegas, but there's something, there's a New York kind of swagger in the way she talks about her. Like, you know, like old school New Yorkers. Like, that's how her persona to me is.
KW said, them girls move like a pack of wolves towards the bombshell. They did. It was not nice behavior. It was not nice behavior.
It was unnecessary. And usually there's a couple that are nicer. Like, I mean, we did not see Alima, so I don't know what her positioning was. If she was being friendlier to the girls, we don't know because we didn't see her.
She's not getting airtime.
Nah. But it just felt like the bigger voices, Megan, Toni, Helena, were all being horrible.
Yeah.
And were genuinely like, we ain't gonna really welcome you into the villa. Which that wasn't nice. That wasn't a nice beginning. All right, the first poll for a chat. Hang on, that was Harry and Helena. They have a chat by the fire pit. Harry said he doesn't know if she's here for a good time or a long time. And he told her all of this as well. Helena tried to give it to Harry by saying like he doesn't respect her and that he wasn't respectful, although he was saying he was, but he was just saying what was on his mind.
Yeah.
I was like, Helena, he's basically being rude in your face, even how he's talking to you now, where it's like, he's being rude about you. He shared information that you're saying he shouldn't have been sharing, and he's still arguing back. And there was still so much of her that was just like, oh, all I want you to do is hold me type of vibe.
And he clocked that. But then what was really sad is that he really actually tried to back out of that relationship at that moment.
No, that was the later convo.
Oh, was that a later convo?
Yeah. This time he was still trying to be apologetic.
Sorry, yeah.
First one, he was still he was trying to say, I may have been out of line, but she was giving him enough leeway to because she wants him, basically.
And he sees it, and
it's the desperation, isn't it? No deodorant for that shit.
Smell it. I love
okay, all right.
For this situation.
No, it's crazy. Next one was Connor. What's that? Connor and Toni.
Connor, yeah.
No.
Toni spoke with the girl first, didn't she?
Yeah, maybe that's where. Thing is, just to be frank, I am slightly hungover, so these notes are crazy. My notes are literally all over the place.
I weren't gonna call you out, but you know, since we're going there.
No, I have Connor on a date, and he was saying that he's going to be respectful, but he was excited to get to know. Is this Emily that Connor was talking to? Maybe I have. Connor was talking to Emily, I think, maybe, and he was saying that Toni picked him. So he was alluding to like, I'm still out here and free, and he was very flirty. Yes, I said he was very flirty. I have that chick, but her name is Emily now. You know, I don't pay too much attention to Connor. I can't lie, guys. I find Connor boring as hell.
And I don't even mean to be rude, but like, he doesn't come across as like traditionally Love Island boy in terms of aesthetics. Like,
okay. Sometimes they do have a look like him, you know.
It's his teeth for me.
Yeah.
Big up Simmer in the chat. Hello.
Hey,
Please catch up on the show, dropping a like to support and run away and come back, man.
Thank you.
KW says, come like Connor knew the girls were watching because he behaved himself, but he was all over the bombshell the next day. See, Connor, I will give him that. He's the only person that showed an ounce of emotional intelligence and was just like, and I think that's also how you have to approach these things. So all the boys have been sent away. Like whenever you're away from the girls, in the same way that you know that you're on TV, you have to also be thinking that at any given moment, anything I say can be
most definitely, even just for movie night.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he is slicker. He is definitely slicker. But I still don't think Connor likes Toni in any way, shape, or form. I think Toni was just a means to an end to stay in the villa longer. But I don't think Connor is interested in her. Dijon flirting hard with Malisha on their date. So what was he saying? Dejon said new beginnings sound good when they were flirting with each other. I put that I feel like they have natural chemistry.
They have
way more than him and Meg.
Yeah. And he knows it.
Him and Meg felt a bit forced. I don't know. But I still think he likes Meg though.
I know. Well, I was about to say that, and then I remember the end of the episode.
He likes her. All of my notes are Dijon's putting on a good game. Like he's into Malisha, but I don't trust him because I think he likes Meg. Like I don't even know if it's genuine, but I feel within the villa structure, Meg is like a bit of a top dog. And so he may be assessing she's going to be popular on the outside. I should probably stick with her. I think he's very calculated.
I don't know.
Something about Dijon, I just get calculated vibes.
No disrespect, but I think he's credited with too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not even a disrespect to him. I just don't think he's thinking like that thing about. Will Smith said Connor peeped the setup. Was the understudy / alternate. They didn't think they were going to use him. Yeah. And Erin, so today it's Erin that's on smoke. Connor is as hollow as the space in his teeth. Go and stand at the back of the class for that one.
Erin.
Go and stand at the back. You know you didn't need to.
I forgot Connor was a backup dancer. That's why. There's just something about each time he comes on screen, I'm like, oh God, Connor is back again. No, Simmer, I'm not tipsy today. Very much so yesterday. So today I'm paying for it. Definitely.
Yep.
I tried to write.
Can we put some respect on my name? Because I drank the most alcohol yesterday that I've drank in my life. And I'm doing all right.
What's your note saying then?
Wow. That was
because if you were note taking,
I've got notes.
You could take the pressure off of me trying to read what I was writing.
I've got notes. Yeah.
Okay.
Said Meg is a bunny boiler. Dijon should run. Let's talk about that.
Is that all you got? Oh my God! All right. So although Dijon was displaying, and I do think that Malisha. How are we pronouncing her name?
That's Malisha.
Malisha?
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, Malisha. She is pretty.
Yeah, but
she's a pretty girl.
Listen,
like literally, she's
if
much
I was
prettier
Jordan,
than
right, and I'm sitting there, I'll see her and think,
Who's Jordan?
Jordan, Dijon. Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Maybe I should take that back about being tipsy. If I was Dijon and I get to see Malisha, straight away you're just going to be like, nah, I want this one, you know. And you're sitting down, and all you're hoping is that she's not a dickhead. And then when you start talking to her, and then you're like, rah, she's not a dickhead. Already you want to bounce.
I just don't trust this dude. But yeah. So I have all the girls are pissed. They're all vexed. Meg gives Dijon a little bit of a cold shoulder when he comes in. Like I just thought the girls were being very silly. Yeah, it was like, but the guys did look like they were scared. Like honestly, I was like, what? Why are you guys? Or are they acting? I really wasn't sure with this one. Honestly, are they acting or were they not? 1 second, let me put the thing on. Carry on, you talk.
Will is really out at you today. He said that you've been swaying since they've come on screen, and that's why you cancel News and Nonsense as well.
It is not why I can't do News and Nonsense alone. Like, AK is the journalist. She is the one that does the research. So, yeah, and she's not here. She's away, and so is Farah.
Sounds like excuses to me.
But if they was here, boy, I wasn't even up at that time.
Let's be honest. If they were here,
they would have done it.
They would have done it. You wouldn't have been on.
No.
Because at that time, you were
steaming
on this very seat that we are sitting on. She was lying across it, knocked out. So yeah, it wouldn't have happened. To be fair, we are both flagging, and we know it. So
we need you guys in the chat to prop us up, please.
It's been a long old day. Right. Where are we? So Lil Rock says Meg is auditioning for single white woman Love Island. Listen, Meg is a problem. Like let's keep it real. And Dijon sees it. Hence why, this TV is gonna go off in 5 minutes. Can you even see the remote?
No.
So we can still doesn't matter. Still for me. No, she's a bunny boiler. She's a bunny boiler, and Dijon sees it. Hence why he was already kind of putting in the caveat that if she comes again on that energy, I'm bouncing. But
and we don't believe him.
I do.
Like really going through all of the things that it's just it keeps on going back to Meg and Dijon, and their like chaps. All right, so Dijon and Malisha and their first chat that they have and how he's being. I was like, I feel like Dijon was being a bit of a pussy-o because you're not closed off. It's a week. This is week 1.
Yeah.
And a bombshell has come in. Surely you are going to get to know her properly. Like you lay the ground rules down.
He was getting it.
No, I feel like he was being a little bit of a pussy with Meg. Like when Meg was telling him off, and it was a tell-off, she was disrespectful. You're a fraud. It's like, how are you just being quiet? He was being spoken to like he was a little boy.
He spoke back. He's told her like, no, you know, I'm not these things. You're being out of order, or worse to those effects. He did.
That was the second time they had a conversation.
Was it?
The first time he was quiet. He was literally being quiet. He had his head down. He let Meg just rinse him, and then that's when him and Malisha had their talk afterwards, and he was like, I got told off, and they were laughing.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, come on, that's also reconfirmed for me that he likes Meg. Because if he really, really didn't like her, I feel like that would have been no, you can't talk to me.
Will said he was bought fair and square on that auction block on Monday by Meg. He needs to behave.
Will!
No, Will, you need to behave. You need to behave, Will. Unnecessary. Get to the back of the class.
Along with Erin.
Don't look at each other. Face the wall. Erin said, Nana, his master was speaking and cricket. You guys are a lot, you know.
What could he possibly say? He could have stood up for himself.
Maybe, but obviously it's a problem because I'm not really seeing it as deep as you are seeing it. I was just seeing a guy that is like aware that this chick I'm with is a bit fragile, so I got to watch what I say and how I say it. But actually, I'm on this chick over here, and I want to make the transition as smooth as possible without looking like the bad guy.
That's the game that you was thinking Dijon is playing.
100%.
Nah.
Yeah.
I feel like he is whipped in various different ways. He is whipped. But yeah. Let's see. Do you want to get the next one?
Dijon Mustard would only take that from a white bunny. Let's be honest. Django is still. So now the whole class is just unruly. This is what we're doing, yeah. Like everybody's just behaving unruly now. Like this, no.
Sima, I think you're right. Dijon, he had his head down, like literally.
No. Maybe I'm feeling bad because at the beginning we gave Dijon / Deji a hard time, and then we realized that he was not a Deji at all. But I genuinely think he was trying to play it safe, just like. Because as well, like as a black guy in there as well, you got to be careful because like one misstep and then you could really, really be the bad guy. So he's
okay. It's not like I wanted him to raise his voice, but when she was going like, "You violated me," at that point, I just needed him to do a little bit more of a whoa. Let's take it all the way down. Like you ain't got to shout at her or anything, but it's like let's just take it all the way down. Or sometimes I think you walk away. Like She went in and she got up and left. She just set pace on him. I didn't like that visually, that a black man was being told off like that on TV. It pissed me off. And he pissed me off because he sat there and allowed it to happen.
Yeah. Lil Rock says he has both Jamaica and Grenada in him. I'm disappointed, no lyrics. Yeah, fair enough. But I tell you what, though, that was also another thing. Like the little cultural connection that they had in their thing. You just saw the insecurity in Meg straight away.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just thinking like, how can I compete?
Yeah.
I can't bring bangers and mash to the party when there's jerk and roti. She knew she was in trouble. She knew she was in trouble. So what else?
Okay, all right. Yeah. The next chat that took place was Toni and Connor. And I just said Toni and Connor's chat is dry. She says he was being respectful, so okay, cool. But still was like, okay, I'm not interested in these guys. I still believe Connor does not like Toni at all, and I don't blame him because he ain't that great looking either, nor is she. But I think Toni has a horrible personality. Actually, all in all, like that kind of bolshy brashness that she walks with. I think she is an annoying person, and they all know this all the time as well.
I agree.
So Connor's had to deal with her, but now he has an alternative. He wants to cut as soon as possible.
And Toni,
Mike,
we're not on the mics anymore. You've changed it over.
Oh yeah, for real.
But the thing is, Toni will do exactly the same thing to him. I think even worse, the other way around. If
a guy came in that she liked.
Yeah. She's not even thinking about him.
That is true. That is true. All right, so we had them. They're dry. Harry and Meg. Okay, and you see when Harry and Meg were having their chat, and he was like, "I'm scared of you." Again, I was like, "Okay, so Meg is top dog in there. Like Meg is ruling."
Right? Yeah.
She managed to tell him about himself when she was like, "You're 30 years old. Like, how are you carrying on?" I was like, okay. So this again reconfirmed my stance on Dijon.
Yeah.
He's playing this game because she is top dog.
Yeah.
And he's probably thinking she's top dog in here, she's top dog on the outside. I've got the winner.
Yeah. But she's coming across as a bunny boiler. Will Smith says cultural connection. They're about as Jamaican Grenadian as tropical sun products. I mean, you know what I meant, Will. I mean, I know what you mean, but you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Someone said when Meg told Malisha go back to tape, what she meant to say was go back to.
Listen, I'm coming to that one. So hang on. So they have their chat. Let me get on to. All right. So yeah, Dijon and Malisha said that they started like chatting with each other and laughing and kind of like vibes in as they were. And Meg is almost in tears. I didn't know if I believed Meg. I felt like this is all her ego.
Yeah, 100%.
And also, I'm going to bring it there. I think it is the race thing.
Oh Lord.
So I feel like if the girl was a white girl, she would approach this differently.
Yeah.
But because it's a black girl, it's like chinked at her more, and she's also doubly pissed off with it as well. It's like it's irked her even more that it's a black girl that is doing this as well. I just feel like there's a pecking order thing. Like she just feels like she needs to get her under manners. Like
I agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's layers to the I'm pissed, but there's a level of kind of like vim that she has. Like I've got to put her under manners as well. Like and it's like,
yeah.
I don't know, I'm feeling something racial.
Erin J says, for Meg, it's the fact that a black woman wants to take her newly ordered houseboy.
You guys,
you are not behaving today, innit? Like just said you're gonna come in and just be on badness. Lil Rock says, yep, the WW tears were brewing. Sash says, I wish Malisha didn't apologize.
Oh, please, let's get there. You know what? Hang on, where are we? I can't remember if there's any more dead chats between anybody else. Toni. Okay. So, all right. There's a nighttime, the coffees in the morning. Who cares about that shit? Other than I was annoyed that Dijon did take Meg a coffee in the morning after she said that you violated her and everything else. Pussy-o. I just needed him to stand on business.
So, online account said, Malisha is a quadroon. Do you know how long it's been since I heard the word?
I have not heard that term in time. Online.
Oh God.
What the hell?
Oh my days. You went there.
I don't think she is, you know. Hang on. No, which one was?
Yeah, Malisha.
When you're only a quarter?
Yeah, she is.
No, I think she's mixed.
She said Jamaican and Bayesian, didn't she?
Yeah. No, I actually, this is the thing, because I think she is black, just light. So I don't think she is a quad. I think if anybody is close to that term, which is offensive in lots of parts of the world and to lots of people, it would probably be more like Shakira. If you see Shakira's mum actually looks quite mixed. So Shakira does have some type of a mix in her.
Cool.
But,
okay. Erin said we are all tipsy. Yeah. And I'm running on empty, to be honest. Right,
okay. All right. Let's just go into the argument, because it's just little chats throughout the day.
So Malisha and Dijon are having a chat.
Yeah.
And you can see Bunny Boiler Meg is blowing. And then she's around all the others. And then just unnecessarily just starts coating her off, talking about tape, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And then
she goes to tape as well.
Yeah.
They have tape in common that they spoke about on their date.
She's so boring.
Does she go to tape every week?
Yeah,
like she's so boring.
And then
Malisha hears her, because you're not far, like literally, and you're talking quite loud, and says, "What did you say?" Did Meg recount that word for word?
No, she did not. You know, in the future, I want them to take this clip and use it in schools and say, right, class, today we're talking about the definition of a pussy-o and not backing it. And I want them to play this clip, and I want them to point out to the children how Meg edited her words while still saying, I'm saying it with my chest.
I was literally like, Meg,
like, are you all right?
You can't be. And everybody else around. Like, we've heard what you've said. Now you're talking, trying to do little soft voice. What I said that she
couldn't believe it.
We spoke about tape. You two spoke about tape. That's what I said. And it's like, yeah, but it was a tone that you said it in. Yeah. I wanted her to say that ain't what you said, because you added in. But then to try and back it and then be like, I'm saying it with my chest, I'm saying it with my chest, when that wasn't what you said, is absolutely ridiculous behavior. I needed somebody to put her aside and just be like, bro, you didn't say that with your chest. But obviously they're all under Meg's spell, so they think that she did something great, and somehow Malisha is the villain. I hated with all of my heart that Malisha apologized.
Yes, because what was that?
I was screaming, like, what? Why are you apologizing? How?
I feel like that's also like the thing that black folk have in those spaces. So it's like Malisha is gonna go to bed that evening. You're gonna replay the day, and they think, shit, I kind of just fell into the black woman stereotype by shouting at her across the thing. And so we're always having to like cover that base. Whereas you know Meg is going to bed and she ain't thinking about that.
She hugged her man.
Yeah.
She was
so that
telling
was
us
annoying.
all.
That was annoying hearing her apologize, because it was just like, and then ultimately you saw what that done is, because then it gave her extra vim.
Yes, but well, wouldn't it? If you know I'm chatting shit about somebody, they caught me out on me chatting shit about them, and then the next day they pull me for a chat. If I was Meg, I would be thinking, okay, she's probably gonna pull me up on what I said. You're still gonna try and back it, but you sit down with her and her first things are, I'm sorry for shouting at you. I would be like, pussy-o, absolutely, I have you under manners. I've won this. Like, I was like, why are you? And this annoys me because I feel like it's producer-led. I don't even know if it's her. I understand what you're saying though about self-censoring and also just being like, I don't want to be the aggressive black girl. But man, it just pissed me off, man. You've lost. That's all I was thinking was Malisha. That was a failure. That is literally not how you win a game. Like, you don't apologize at all. You definitely don't open up the conversation with an apology when you heard somebody else chatting shit about you. Absolutely not.
Like, you were like, she was banging the right. Like, you're there, you're minding your business, you're playing the game that you are there to play. Like, what you've done is nothing new. Like, you are playing the games. People have done it before you, people will do it after you. And it's all about how you react to it. And obviously Meg can't handle it.
That was very disappointing. And then even at the end of their little tete-a-tete, when she was like, maybe it's too soon for a hug, and she was like, no, I'm a hugger, and then she hugged her, I really was like, oh no, this isn't good.
No.
Because are you now going to try and be friends? And if you go into the friend zone with this girl, you're not going to pursue him. Cut to the next scene when we see them together and they're walking, and she is literally saying to her like, oh, I'm now going to go with Paul Dijon. And I was like, no, you can't now be, every time you're going to talk to my man, you're going to give her a heads up, like, I'm going to speak to him. That you're the bombshell. Like, you can't have Meg running the place.
Sorry, Will has just said it was a private conversation, Nana. She was in the wrong.
What?
No, Will, what are you talking about, bro?
As in, like, because she was talking loud in the kitchen about the person and she heard her, she must just swallow that.
Nah.
Will,
nah,
that is ridiculous.
Nah.
That's a ridiculous
bro,
take.
Nah. Like, I can't sit somewhere and because somebody doesn't know how to talk quietly, I'm hearing them talk about me
and chat shit.
It's no longer a private conversation. I have to address it. Like, I have to address it.
You gotta
like,
say
the
something.
way that I'm programmed by my ancestors means I have to address it. Like, it's impossible.
Thank you, Seth. Will face the wall now. Away from Erin has now got a seat. She's come back into the class.
Erin, come back into the class. Will, go and stand outside. Go and stand outside.
This is terrible behavior.
Ridiculous. Oh dear.
All right, so after they kind of have their little friendship stuff, then Dijon tries to find his masculinity and his balls and step up to Meg. He does.
Yeah, just the wording. I don't like the wording. Like, I don't like how you're trying to portray him like a little bit of a pussy. Like, I don't appreciate it.
You don't think Dijon showed us absolute pussy tendency?
Listen, would I have played it the way he played it? No. But do I understand the way he played it? Yes. right? Again, it's about optics, and he is like, I don't want to do angry black man. And a lot of the time, when you don't want to do angry black man, is you stray into the area of pussy old black man without even realizing it. But I wouldn't. It's not like an innate pussy oldness.
Okay. He conducted himself like a pussy hole in the first conversation that they
you know
had.
What? You can come out of the
class. In this conversation, he got a little bit more about him.
Yeah.
He had gathered his thoughts, and he delivered with a little bit more vim what he took umbrage to in how she spoke to him, in the words that she used, that she overreacted, and Meg a little bit conceded to an overreaction, but she did fire back. Like, I feel like I should overreact, and I feel like it was okay, but
and he called her on that as well.
Yeah, he put his foot down ish and said, you know, but even when he was saying to her, that was pussy hole still.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I had said if this conversation didn't go well, I would.
Why are you doing the voice for?
Because that's what he was doing.
No,
I would
have
said maybe we're not gonna be together. I was literally like, you're still a pussy hole. At least you got it out though, but it was still pussy hole behavior.
This is why black men can't win.
On
Father's Day as well, you know.
He got it all out.
On Father's Day as well.
Oh, we should wish Shea Butter happy Father's Day. He's in there. He's a dad.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Shea Butter. Birthday, Father's
Day.
Oh, mate, it's been a long
exactly,
day.
Little Rock. He was malfunctioning. He was struggling to get the words out. He was struggling to be assertive. But yeah, he got there. Go on, read the other one.
Online says Dijon is not a backstabber. He is loyal, but he understands Meg needs to change character and give her a second. See, online. Thank you. You know, sometimes we get overexcited, innit? You got Will doing what he's doing, still outside the class. You got Erin as well, and we get overexcited. And so I really appreciate just such a really logical and rational response. Online, come to the front of the class
and get an apple.
Get an apple. Come and get a gold star. Yeah. Thank you. This is what we want. Yes.
Absolutely not. No, he was being an idiot. But he got all of his words out anyway, and they went and sat back down like nothing had taken place. Like Malisha wasn't even in the place. Like, and Megan.
But that's still his girl that he's coupled up with at the end of the day.
Fine. But as I started off the episode saying, this guy isn't going to leave her. He's going to play in Malisha's face.
Nah.
Absolutely. This is the storyline that we are going to have.
Unless if something drastic doesn't happen, next recoupling, they're a couple.
Absolutely. Who, him and Malisha?
100%.
Absolutely not.
100%.
No, that's not happening.
Because he's seen that Meg is a bunny boiler. Because right at the end of this episode, he was looking at Meg and he was like, because essentially she snaked him. Yeah. So you've come in, you said what it is, and then you've gone and said everything in that private conversation. You flung it back at.
All right, let's get okay.
Okay, cool.
So they're sitting there all cuddled and everything, and Megan don't like Irish Megan.
No.
So basically, the two Megans are absolutely in the bin, both of them. So Irish Megan is like, "Oh, you're back together. I love you guys." And then Malisha comes in with her little pretty self and asks Meg to go and have a chat. Pulls her for a chat. Can I have a chat? They go and sit down. I didn't know how this chat was going to go. I thought it was going to be a clearing of the air type chat. Like just okay, so you guys have had your talk now. We've had our talk. He says he's open. So respectfully, I'm going to carry on chatting to him. This is what I thought the chat was going to be.
But it could have been, but Malisha let Meg lead.
Where the conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't know Meg was particularly pissed off. I totally skipped out that whole bit where Malisha pulls Dijon for a chat, says, let's go hide away. Dijon says, no, let's go to the terrace. They go to the terrace. They go to the terrace and they have a mediocre chat in that terrace chat anyway. But for some reason, Meg has decided the fact that she had said let's go Hideaway,
yeah.
and then they ended up on the terrace, was absolutely disrespectful and a violation, basically because a black woman tried to take her in. But
yeah,
that I don't care. That's why
yeah.
it was a violation, because a black woman tried to take her man, and the way she kept on saying, "You pulled my man for a chat. You pulled my man and tried to take my man to the Hideaway, and that's disrespectful." Why is it not Love Island?
Yeah, but did you see Dijon's face when she was saying that? Because he knew this is I am in crazy woman territory. This woman is nuts.
That's what you read from Dijon's face.
Yes,
I read an absolute pussyhole. So you can't say nothing. No, you got two women arguing, and you're just sitting there like.
Let's also take into account editing. We're coming to the end of the episode, so it's great to leave on a cliffhanger because we don't know which way what he's gonna say. But to me, just the look on his face was like, you're just like deep in something, and you're like, raw. So you really, after all I said to you, are showing up like this? Yeah, it's all right. To me, that was a man that was like, yeah, I got knocked this on the head.
I mean, I
might be wrong.
I would hope that was what it was, but that isn't how I was seeing it. I didn't like how Meg was talking to Malisha, and when she was trying to be like, respectfully, we're in Love Island, and of course I'm going to pull him for a chat. That's what we're supposed to do. And then you're shouting at her like you're a nothing. And when she comes back and says you're acting like an idiot, why is Irish Megan talking about don't call her an idiot? Like what's it got to do with you?
It's so strict.
What has it got to do with you?
The behavior is, but again, it's just that pack mentality of like, imagine you've been in a space a week, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, even was it Meg that said something about knowing him all her life?
Yeah. Meg was like, I haven't seen him laugh so much like this in all my life.
In all my life. Rude girl.
7 days.
It's not even been a week.
Literally 7 days.
And we're using terms like all my life. Yeah, no. Put it this way. What I would say is this, yeah. If tomorrow's episode, Dijon is still pandering to Meg, I will come back and I will humbly apologize to the class.
I just, mate, I feel like I need to see the Megs absolutely be apologizing to Malisha, like profusely, for how they basically bullied her that night. Because if that was Malisha and Alima that had that same confrontation with a white bombshell, it would be long.
Yeah.
So again, even in the comments and everything else, I need to be seeing people talking about like how that was an absolute violation for a bombshell. That's their job. That's what they're there to do. You got a graft and you get a guy. Like, so that whole shouting exchange, that wasn't okay.
It's bullying,
That wasn't okay.
So what you're gonna do, what you're saying is like what? So every time she pulls your man, you're then gonna pull her
and be like, don't fucking pull. And even when she was saying it, my man, it's like the man I'm coupled up with. Like, she was talking about Dijon like he was a possession.
Yeah. Well,
I need him to find his balls.
Dear. Erin says Meg and Megan were nasty, vile, and I know Meg wanted to call.
I agree with you, Erin. There's something about it. I don't know. And the thing is, I like Irish Megan, but there was just something in it. And I was like, no, man.
But the thing is as well, there's something about Irish Megan that I feel like she could wake up in the morning and be like, actually, I didn't handle that too well.
I hope she does.
And realize that you were a part of the pylon unnecessarily. Like it's. But you know what? The other thing is though, because she's used to being an outsider, I have a feeling it's going to be Toni that is going to align with Malisha and be like, actually, that was out of order.
That is not an alliance that you need.
That's not one that you need.
No, she needs Shakira. And she needs Alima to be like, nah, actually what happened wasn't on. That's what she would need to actually like bring it all back and for it to go well for her.
Alima isn't programmed to have those types of conversations.
The way, where is Alima? I think we all need to find out. Is she okay? And Remell, like, where was he?
I actually think Alima is an AI prompt. Oh, you took it out.
How?
So you moved it there. You might have to switch the camera back again. We're still here.
Can you hear us though?
Yeah, they can still hear us, but you what have you done?
I had to move because
what have you done? Anyway, I'm going to read some comments while we're waiting.
Okay, go on.
Will Smith says a lot can happen in 7 days. Word to Craig David. And he also goes on to say, why would the victims apologize to the attacker?
Will, you are absolutely
like, my man's just trolling today for no reason. Like, just trolling for absolutely no reason.
I don't know why you're doing this. When you know that we're fragile.
This is also bullying. Like, it's like, yeah, come on, man. Be easy on us today. Lil Rock says her possession with his bright. Oh my life. Do you know what the thing is though? Like, whilst Dijon was talking to Malisha, I was just like, bro, your teeth are the star of this scene. Like, they're there. Like, bang. Mine says, is mine you? I haven't seen the name pop up. Is what's gonna happen. So
okay,
we shall see.
Hopefully you can visually see us now. We're back in.
If you can see us, can you holler and let us know?
Did you get through all of them?
I think no, I'm seeing some new ones as well.
Will Smith said, Nana, would you guys pass the sobriety test?
No, we wouldn't.
No.
We absolutely like I've been drinking rum punch all day today and yesterday. And there's someone that doesn't even drink, so it's bad. Hello, Nana. What did you drink? What did you drink, Nana?
No, mostly I was on the rum punch and prosecco. That was I just stuck to two different types of drink yesterday.
Yeah.
Today, I've had Bailey's and I did have a rum punch as well.
Yeah. That rum punch is good. Good stuff.
So, it was a really good rum punch.
I'm gonna this week's gonna be a problem because
there's just too much alcohol in the house. I was even looking at the bottles and I was like, they got to go in a cupboard somewhere because it's just it's a lot of alcohol.
I feel like next weekend to invite some people around so that they can drink it because it's whilst in the house it's a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I need to do a detox to retox.
Yes. Where are we?
It's what needs to happen. All right. So, okay. So you're saying Dijon, he is going to sack off Meg. I'm saying somehow Malisha is going to be the villain and Dijon is staying with Meg.
Yeah.
Even, you know how I know he's going to spin it on her when he was saying to Meg, like he was throwing Malisha under the bus, like, she said we should go to the hideaway, and that would be disrespectful. So the respect
no,
was to go to the terrace. I feel like he was throwing Malisha under the bus.
He wasn't. And the reason why he wasn't was because he was really just backing up his original point of like you being like, I am being disrespectful. And so now I have to give you an example of what would actually be disrespectful. So in this situation, she said like, let's go here. And I'm like, no, let's go here instead. And that to me is mature. So I'm letting you know, because when we look, we can say whatever we want about Meg, but the fact is that it still has to be the person that he has to consider first. Yeah,
is Meg.
Yeah, well, regardless of
as
whatever,
they're coupled. Okay,
they're coupled together. He has to consider her first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's done. So as much as I believe that he really wants Malisha, he's like, actually, no, we can't do that. But yeah, let's go here. And then also, I know we jumped all over the place, but Meg, when I'm telling you, like, friends are so important.
Oh,
right?
mate.
Friends are so important because the way they allowed Meg to go and look like a dickhead, but making her think that she was doing something amazing is actually diabolical.
But that's Irish Meghan. Irish Meghan literally said to her, like, it would be funny for you to go up there and then and bust in and take him. It wasn't like Meg was sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna go up there. Irish Meghan told her to do it. And then they all were like, yeah, go and do it. And make yourself look like a bunny boiler. And then when she comes back and she's looked like a bunny boiler, it ain't like anyone's like, oh, you probably shouldn't have done that. That they showed us.
You're then piling on the other girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go and get your man. He's not.
Yeah. Like,
it's a
like
possession.
you can't do my man behavior and my man talk until you've like.
Well, until he says you're actually your man.
Yeah. Like, you're just coupled up, mate. Like, relax.
Yes,
Relax.
exactly. Is the T?
What?
Esther T says Meg, Megan, and Helena equal dumb, dumber, and dumbest.
Yeah,
most definitely. Like, anybody listening to Helena on anything is absolutely ridiculous.
Will Smith was firing shots at us a minute ago again.
What did he say?
He was like, "Look at these two planning a session whilst they're still tipsy." There's a way you're getting reported to the headmaster. Erin says Megan is a little shit stirrer.
Yeah,
she wants Meg to crash and burn, and for real.
You know what, Erin? Though that could be a strategy, innit? Because as it stands, Irish Meg and Tommy are a firm couple.
Yeah,
actually the strongest.
And Dijon and Meg
were they were a strong couple a minute ago until. So you never know. She could be playing the game and flipping Meg is going along with her foolish antics and feeling like, you got somebody who's a backup dancer. When actually Irish Meg is like, let this girl crash and burn. Yeah. And also Tommy has already told Meg what Dijon had said. Yeah. When Dijon was like, if her attitude is funky, like, I'm just going to lock it off.
Yeah.
Who's there egging her on? Yeah. Irish Meg.
Okay.
Erin says Tommy is the only one that wasn't chatting shit about his couple. Megan is playing the biggest game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't like how they were saying little shriveled D. Imagine if the men were flat. Yeah. The men were like flat. Yeah, no, agree.
No. And I don't know if he's gonna stand up for himself. I hope it's your way. But I feel like he's staying with Meg.
Yeah, I hope not. Like, if he really does stay with Meg, like, as I said, tomorrow I will come and be like, I've read it wrong, and I will express my disappointment in the young brother. But
you know, Sim was saying we should do a giveaway. With one of the drinks. We could do like a competition. Can think of it when we have clearer heads as to how we can do this giveaway, but we're gonna do it definitely somehow. and I've got to go to the post office this week as well. So
there's like a bottle of Verve that's unopened.
Not the champagne. It's not getting given away. Absolutely not.
Sorry guys, I tried.
One of the Prosecco's.
I tried. You won't be getting the champagne. Yeah. All right, are we?
KW is saying Malisha will take him in the recoupling.
Yeah, she will.
But remember when Remell and Shea Butter came, they didn't select.
Yes, so this is also a thing because as we can clearly see this year, the producers are trying to switch things up a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can't even say for sure. We can't even like put strategy out there and be like, oh yeah, this recoupling because it's going to be their turn to pick and blah blah blah. So yeah,
because that's what we thought, but it was like, Remell didn't. Yeah, they were bombshells. They came in, they bombshelled. They didn't select first. The girls just picked. So I don't know.
Will Smith said they ain't giving away their bottles. Did you see Mr. Evans's face when like The thing is, if anybody caught it, because I'm not now I've been called out, I will admit it. Like when she said it, I was like, why? Why are we doing that?
Oh no, we could do a giveaway.
Yeah, why? If we could do a giveaway, we'll give away the champagne.
No, we're not giving away the verb clico.
You can't even pronounce it. How are you going to drink it?
I absolutely can drink it. And will. That was my birthday present.
Was it?
Yes.
No, it's all.
No, that was my birthday.
When did it come into the house?
Yeah, yesterday.
Then it's up for grabs.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, we're giving away a bottle of prosecco.
But what? How is that a good present? How is that a good competition present? Like win, whatever.
Is winning a bottle of prosecco not a good giveaway?
It's not a birthday present. It's not a birthday.
It was a birthday present.
It wasn't a birthday.
But
present.
is giving away a bottle of prosecco not good enough?
I think giving away a bottle of prosecco is cheap.
We could do 2 bottles. We've got loads of them.
Oh, please. I'm tired. Yes.
Yeah, something
it's
for
something
nothing.
for nothing, so it's good.
Thank you, KW. Right, well, love you.
All right, so then what are we doing now? How does this work?
That's why I said tomorrow.
Yeah, clear heads.
Let's give us.
Yeah. Erin J says, I still can't get over Dirty D Harry and that Grace Yard hairline trying to sling his D at everyone. Give man a Turkish hairline. Yeah, to be fair.
Did you guys see that story of the Love Islanders that have had their hair done? No. So Ben has had his hair done, and Harry has had his.
Have you not seen Uzi?
Uzi's new hair is phenomenal. Well, we used to call him Bobby Pins.
Yeah.
I didn't know his recession was so bad underneath the locks.
It was serious.
But it
was serious. Yeah.
Turkey is getting they're doing really well. It's just how young these guys are as well. But they both look better after their hairline jobs.
100%. Sim says we're in a cozy lives. Anything free is great. Oh,
There we go.
Fair enough.
Tomorrow, oh my god, we've done over an hour. I didn't even notice the time. All right, so tomorrow we will be back straight afterwards as well, and we'll sort out the giveaway. Thank you guys. Thank you that there is 41 of you in here. This is great numbers for us.
Amazing, actually. So
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate that.
It will be way more coherent.
I don't know about way more. I don't know about way more, but it will be not as chaotic.
Yeah. No, so far I haven't seen that Ronnie has got his hair done. I think he may be scared. I feel like I did hear him on a podcast talking about it, but he should go to Turkey. He should go and get it done.
He
may as well. All right. We'll see y'all.
Take care, guys. Until tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.